Right. So MIT just dropped the bombshell. 95% of companies trying to do AI are absolutely bleeding cash. 95%. You've probably dumped a load of cash into this AI stuff, chatting to all your mates about how you're leveraging machine learning and deploying generative models. Meanwhile, your bank account's looking more empty on a Zone 6 tube station at 3 a.m. Here's the thing though, the tech's not the problem, you are. Well, not you specifically, but your strategy is a bit rubbish. And I'm going to show you now exactly why. Look, that 95% number sounds pretty grim, yeah? And fair enough, there's some debate about the exact figure, but the vibe is correct. Most people are getting it wrong, dead wrong. And we're in an AI gold rush right now. And just like the actual gold rush, most people are buying the most expensive gear, grafting like crazy, and coming up with absolutely nothing. Why? Because they're digging in the wrong place with a map that they drew on the back of a napkin at prep. Here's what kills me. Loads of founders think just having AI is the golden ticket. They slap AI powered on their pitch deck like it's a Michelin star and expect investors to start throwing bags at them. But saying that you use AI in 2025 is kind of like saying your company uses electricity. It's not special anymore. It's literally like the bare minimum. So my nan uses AI, she still thinks that Instagram is the Google for pictures. The real advantage, the secret sauce that the top 5% have figured out, isn't that they use AI, it's how they use it. It's their strategy. I've watched loads of startups burn through their runway chasing the AI dream, ending up with nothing but a complex algorithm and a negative cash account. But I've also seen a few absolutely nail it. They all avoid the same fundamental mistakes. So let's break down the 4 critical errors that are secretly murdering your AI projects and what you should do about it instead. Alright, mistake number 1. You've got yourself a solution and you're looking for a problem. This is the classic tech pro trap. Some founder sees all the latest AI models, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever. And the first thought is, wow, this is amazing. What can I build with that? You've got a shiny new hammer and suddenly everything in the world looks like a nail. They spend months building something technically impressive in their bedroom, fully convinced that because the tech is so advanced, people will have to use it. Then they launch, and it's just kind of crickets, tumbleweed, nothing. Why? Because they never ask the most important question. What urgent problem am I solving for a real human being? Listen, great products don't sell themselves. That's one of the biggest lies in tech, right up there with we're Uber for X. Real traction comes from finding a burning pain point, something someone desperately needs and will actually pay for. This is where AI startups bottle it. They build a nice to have instead of a must have. Think of it like this. Sticking a Tesla battery onto a car with a blown engine doesn't make it a Tesla. It's still a broken car. For now, just a broken car with an expensive battery. Same thing with AI. Slapping a powerful model onto a rubbish business process won't fix the underlying problem. The winning companies start with a customer. They get properly obsessed with a specific problem for specific people. The strategy isn't to build a better all-knowing AI that does everything. It's to pick a small niche and solve one painful problem better than anyone else. That's your foundation. That's what you build an empire on. Not the fancy tech, the clarity of the purpose. Mistake number 2 is a proper killer. Treating data like it's an afterthought. AI runs on data. That's it. That's the whole game. But way too many startups are so excited about the algorithm that they forget the most basic rule: garbage in, garbage out. Your AI model is only as good as the data that you feed it. And if your data's a mess, incomplete, biased, scattered across 12 different Excel sheets from 2019, your AI will give you unreliable, biased, and properly useless answers. You can have the most powerful model on the planet, but if you feed it rubbish, it will spit out rubbish. It's not magic. It's a mirror. It just reflects whatever you give it. Many founders massively underestimate this. They reckon they'll just grab some data and let the AI sort it out. It doesn't work like that. A proper data strategy is a whole discipline. It means having clear rules for how you collect, clean, and manage your data from day one. It means breaking down silos so information actually flows. And it means constantly checking for hidden biases. The startups that win, they treat their data like a core asset and not a byproduct. They might start small with their AI, but they build a solid data pipeline right from jump. They know their real competitive advantage isn't the algorithm, which can be copied, but their unique, high-quality data set. And while everyone else is building flashy models on shaky foundations, the winners are patiently building a fortress, clean, proprietary data. That's the real moat, and that's what actually protects you. Mistake number 3 is kind of funny when you think about it. Startups get so obsessed with artificial intelligence that they completely forget about human intelligence. They ignore the people, both the team that has to build the thing and the actual users who have to use it. First off, talent. Finding skilled AI people is tough. You're competing with Google and Meta for like the same 5 people. But smart startups don't just try to hire a busload of expensive PhDs, they upskill their current teams. They give their engineers the training and the tools that they need, and they get strategic with partnerships. In fact, here's a mad stat. The MIT report found that projects use external vendors had a 67% success rate compared to just 33% for purely internal builds. It's literally double. Sometimes it pays to bring in the cavalry. But here's the other side, and this is where most AI projects properly die. User adoption. The tool works perfectly in the lab, but never gets used by actual people on the ground. Why? Because the startup failed at change management. It didn't involve users in the design. They didn't make it fit into existing workflows, and they didn't explain why anyone should care. This is what I call proof of concept purgatory. Your AI is just sitting there, technically brilliant, collecting digital dust, while everyone's still using the old Excel sheet 2015. AI can't just be some novelty add-on. It has to be woven into how people actually work. The startups that get this right build with their users, not just for them. They understand that technology change is really cultural change. Without a plan for the humans, even the most brilliant AI is going to end up in a digital bin. Final mistake. And this one's a double whammy. Building a Ferrari without a racetrack. You've got this high performance machine, beautiful engineering, runs like a dream, but you've got no racetrack, no fuel, no pit crew. You're basically just sitting in your garage making vroom vroom noises. This covers 2 massive blind spots: infrastructure and distribution. First, the infrastructure. AI isn't some lightweight app that you can run on your iPhone. It's a proper resource hub. It needs serious compute power, scalable storage, and has to play nice with all your other systems. Startups will build a demo on a laptop and then completely forget about the nightmare of deploying it at scale. Their old systems can't handle it. Integration's a mess. Cloud costs spiral faster than a night out in Mayfair. It's rarely the model that breaks. It's all the invisible plumbing around it that buckles under the pressure. Successful founders plan for scale from day one. They use cloud solutions to grow with them. They build for the real world and not just a demo. And they budget for the long-term cost of actually running the thing. But here's a real killer: distribution. You can have the perfect solution to a real problem built on clean data with a brilliant team and scalable infrastructure. But if nobody knows that you exist, you're dead on arrival. Most startups fail from lack of distribution than from lack of a good product. That's a fact. You should be just as obsessed with building an audience and a community as you are with building your product. Start a YouTube channel, build in public on Twitter, go on podcasts, do whatever it takes to get eyeballs, because without a track to race on, your perfectly engineered AI Ferrari is just an expensive garage ornament. Alright, so let's recap the big 4 mistakes. Number 1, falling in love with technology instead of a customer problem. Number 2, treating data as an afterthought and falling into the garbage in, garbage out trap. Number 3, forgetting about the actual humans who have to build and use the product. And then number 4, building powerful AI without the infrastructure and distribution to support it. See the pattern? Most of these have basically nothing to do with the AI model itself. They're about business fundamentals, customer obsession, data discipline, people skills, and go-to-market strategy. The biggest takeaway from this: AI is not a product you can just buy off the shelf. It's a capability you have to build. It's a powerful tool that, when aimed at a clear strategy, can give you a proper lasting advantage. The startups winning with AI aren't the ones with the fanciest algorithm. They're the ones with the most strategic clarity. They put strategy first, technology second. Don't be the 95%, be the 5%. If this helped clear things up, smash the like button and subscribe for more no-nonsense startup strategy. Seriously, it helps the algorithm and I need to feed my AI models. And I probably want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these mistakes you've seen absolutely murder one of your projects out in the wild. Or better yet, which one you're guilty of right now. No judgment, maybe a little bit of judgment. Catch you in the next one.